held here.
So would you say that we definitely need the rebuilt theatre to replace the Wyvern at the bus station, as well as a rebuilt multipurpose hall here?
I think the theatre central to town is key, because the Wyvern Theatre was iconic as well, and the area around it, around Regent Circus. But theatre and concerts and multi-use facilities are completely separate.
Yeah.
Theatres can hold events that aren't necessarily plays, like movies, music, classical music, things like that. But a multifunction event like the Oasis Sports Hall can hold things like boxing, sports events, basketball,
comedy
nights. I mean, I remember seeing Roy Chubby Brown here many years ago, which was absolutely hilarious back in the day. I've seen people like Fatboy Slim playing here in 2012, and obviously the iconic Oasis, who named themselves after this venue.
It's madness, isn't it? They don't see the value in this, and obviously Swindon's trying to go for the City of Culture in 2029. The Oasis is an essential part of that. It's a landmark, it's a tourist attraction. It just doesn't make any sense why the council's just prioritising flats over iconic sites like this.
No, I think that's where local governments need to look at what Sport England used to do, where Sport England back in the day always used to back places like this for major events.
Great. So obviously, what do you want to happen next now with all of this?
So definitely a consultation with Severn Capital on the reuse of the Oasis site and the sports hall, and showing that it can bring more income back into Swindon.
And do you believe their argument? They kept saying, "Oh, it's not viable. It's not viable." Obviously, they're going to say that, aren't they? Because they want the land for the housing. I mean, this place was here for 50 years successfully. It just wasn't maintained properly. So, what would you say to that?
Yeah, look at other sites that have said, "Oh yeah, we're making money.
Yeah.
We're viable." Leisure, the only way for leisure to be viable over the. I mean, I'm 50 years old. I've been in leisure since I was 16. So over 34 years of being in the leisure industry and having studied leisure, holding a leisure management degree, it just shows that something that was iconic as the Oasis needs to make that comeback and bring that business back into Swindon.
And put Swindon back on the map again.
Yeah, with being this city of culture, although we're not a city yet. The only way for a cultural city to become cultural is to get people coming from outside to the town.
And that's what the Oasis did, wasn't it? Like, there was people queuing up and down this slope.
Oh yeah, I remember queuing all the way up to the main road sometimes to go swimming at the Oasis.
And the concerts as well. And the concerts.
Yeah, concerts, music concerts. They would be queuing all the way around to what was Swindon College, which is now New College. And yeah, it's just amazing what we used to have here.
And now we're just fighting for the bare minimum to come back again.
And now it's a scrap between the council, Severn Capital, GLL don't want anything to do with it since the closure, even though they're managing all the rest of the facilities in the town.
And you've only got to look at the state of the Link Centre. I mean, there's obviously concerns about the Link Centre at the moment. That was only built to last 25 years and it's already at the end of its sort of life now. I mean, what are we going to do about that?
Yeah, so obviously we've seen the redevelopment of the Hydro, which again was a listed building. Link Centre now, again, the whole of West Swindon and Asda and all that area was only built to last 20-25 years, like most constructions that were built in the 80s for leisure. And the Link Centre is starting to suffer. Again, that then will need potentially knocking down and rebuilding. With the ice hockey team winning the league, they need a bigger venue. Where would you have a bigger ice rink built and place for people to go and use. So yeah.
So you'd say the whole leisure sort of offering in Swindon is a big mess at the moment, isn't it?
Leisure in Swindon, having come back to the area, is needs that complete overhaul. Needs potentially a new company to come in and run it. Leisure trusts, councils, I think personally, should retake back their leisure facilities and invest. But unfortunately, councils don't have the money to invest, and that's where private sectors have to step in. So,
and what's your thoughts on the Oasis has been shut 6 years this year. There's been no maintenance carried out in that time at all, and loads of people have been breaking in. What's your thoughts on the state of the place at the moment?
I mean, having seen some of the videos online, it is appalling that a company that's been brought in to maintain the business, even keeping it generally clean, is appalling. As a leisure centre, leisure attendants were always cleaning changing rooms, making sure the pool area was clean, and by letting it get into disrepair is causing a Grade 2 listed building to become even worse, which means more money has to be pumped into it to make it safe and viable.
And it just plays into the argument with Severn Capital that it'll get to a point where they'll have to look at, they'll say it's not viable, they'll have to knock it down because they've just let it go and they haven't looked after it, have they? It's nearly 6 years.
No, so part of their contract was to upkeep and maintain the building, which they've not done, and the council need to hold them to account for this.
Thank you very much, Tim. Thank you.